I'm gonna go play Destiny right now, not because I fucking want to. I'm gonna go look at this bullshit Arms Week emblem, and I'm gonna see if it's actually worth fucking getting. Destiny community, if you rub me wrong, I will abandon you. I'm gonna be straight with you. I will abandon you. I will leave you. I will go out for fucking milk and cigarettes, and I will never come back, okay? I love that Destiny is the only game that crashes my PC. Only great game. Good stuff. Bungie, thank you so much. Destiny, you are the only game that crashes my PC every time I launch. I'm gonna load up Destiny. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna decide it's worth fucking doing. I'm gonna go solo a dungeon that came out 3 years ago. 4 years. I don't know when the last time Warlord's Ruin came out. Prepare your bows. Arms Week starts now. Get volatile weapon mods from Ada and complete activities to gather combat telemetry for focused weapons and other rewards. Holy shit. Holy Iron Banner. We got Arms Week. This is all I ever wanted. I want a reason to use bows. Arms Week right here. We have a glaive that we can get. A dope looking glaive. I ain't gonna lie. A pretty dope looking glaive. What's the activity? Arms Week medieval hardware. Oh, is that bows, glaives, rumble hardware? So wait, what is this dungeon challenge you speak of? Where is this dungeon challenge? Go to Warlord's Ruin. What's that, man? Cosmodrome? In an EDZ? Dude, I've been using the portal for so long, I don't even know where to go. Can we get a patch note read? Patch notes! Destiny 2 update 9.5.5. Activities. Renegades. Fix an issue where invasions would not count as job completions when completing exotic contracts. Fix an issue where the Piker Gang Tier 2 contract was granting an additional reward upon completion. Fix an issue where the Out in the Cold mission would not progress if players move too quickly immediately after loading in. Lawless Frontier. Fix lighting in the invader ready room for Mars invasions to match Venus and Europa invasions. Fix an issue where in-progress Lawless Frontier activities would kick players to orbit if the daily reset occurred mid-run. Yeah, that was annoying. Fix an issue where cloth physics would not animate properly in Lawless Frontier activities. Man, I tell Bungie, y'all be putting anything on these patch notes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying this isn't pertinent information. You know what I mean? But I'm like, ooh, anything. Fix an issue where a box was slightly out of place and was to the left by 1 inch. Moved it back. Fix an issue where the opportunist triumph would not progress with some optional objectives. Fix an issue where the ablative armor health would not display correctly with a Vex stun field. Fix an issue where batteries and Venus sabotage activities could appear partially within the environments. Renegade abilities. Fix an issue where the damage number displayed when hitting players with the Imperium drop pod was inaccurate. Well, isn't it an insta-kill? The Renegade's ability coin flip animation can now be interrupted earlier by the coin throw. Fix an issue where Renegade abilities could stay active during some super states. Fire and Ice. Fix a rare issue where players who disconnected from their first Fire and Ice run during the final boss fight, then rejoined, could not acquire the Praxic Blade. Portal. Fix an issue where weekly Vanguard alert challenges were resetting after 7 days instead of at weekly reset. Note, players that have completed their challenges in the past few days prior to this release may need to wait until the upcoming weekly reset before their challenges reset. Fix a rare issue in the Battleground Conduit Fireteam op where Vex Goblins could spawn behind a shield, blocking activity progress. Interesting. Fix issue in the Arms Dealer Fireteam op where players who died around the cannons could have their ghosts placed in an inaccessible spot, preventing revives. Lol. Sounds like a skill issue. Fix an issue where the Dungeon Pinnacle Ops did not display completion time predictions. Fix an issue where the Contest of Elders Pinnacle Ops would apply modifiers that were not outlined or selected in rooms. Fix an issue in the K1 Logistics Solo Ops where the Hive Final Boss shield could be broken with sunspots. Rotated some Banes in and out of the modifier pool, made adjustments to the protected Bane, reworked drones to no longer clip their walls or get lost in the environment, reduced drone health, now randomly spawns between 1 and 3 drones. While drones are present, combatants now have a high damage resistance instead of immunity. These are long patch notes, man. Raids and dungeons. Fix an issue in the Desert Perpetual Epic raid that could cause more than one instance of encounter music to play and overlap. Fix an issue in the Vault of Glass raid causing wyverns to despawn and preventing completion of the Conflicts challenge. Wait for it. Fix an issue in the Desert Perpetual raid causing preventing players from loading when joining allies. In the Equilibrium dungeon, updated the Way Between Quest Shade of Seer encounter to award loot as expected for players who have previously completed it and are already attuned to a gear piece. Lost sectors. Fix an issue. We're launching into the Exodus Garden 2A expert lost sector through the activity flag would result in a black screen. UI UX, the death screen would now appropriately report if a player was killed by the following renegade abilities: Vex, Deflector, Imperium, Drop Pod, Vex, Stun Field, Pike Mortar. Fix an issue where the vendor menus would display incorrect pages when swapping between different screens quickly. All right. Gameplay and investment. Armor. Fix an issue where the tier 4 and tier 5 armor acquired from vendors could sometimes have incorrect masterwork costs and available armor mod energy. Armor may still appear incorrect in some cases when expected on the vendor before acquisition. All previous and future tier 4 and tier 5 armor pieces that have been purchased should now behave as expected. Fix a visual issue where armor cloth would lose movement physics after exiting a Sparrow. But yeah, we padded the stats on these patch notes. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I say this, but there's somebody right now on Bungie forums that's like, yo, I've got armor cloth and my shit, it looks up every time I exit my Sparrow. I'm gonna quit. Weapons. Exotic weapons. Praxic Blade. Fix an issue where the Cormorant reversal projectiles would sometimes cause health bar rubber banding when striking difficult combatants. Atlanthanium. Fix a visual issue where Atlanthanium's crystal would flicker. Okay. No nerfs. Wow. No nerfs. Weapon perks. All-Star. Fix an issue where All-Star was having its damage multiplier against combatants overridden by its damage multiplier against Guardians. In PvE, All-Star grants a 35% multiplicative bonus to weapon damage. In PvP, All-Star grants a 15% multiplicative damage bonus. Fix an issue where collecting special ammo was providing more time to enhance All-Star than intended. Collecting a special brick grants 7 seconds of enhanced All-Star. Adrenaline Junkie. Fix an issue where grapple, melee, and healing kills were not activating this perk. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Weapon mods. Fix an issue where the opening salvo weapon mod would not activate with swords. Weapon fixes. Fix an issue where the high heat beeping audio for heat frame weapons would sometimes not play as expected. Abilities. General. Prismatic Transcendence. Fix an issue where trying to activate Transcendence on controller would sometimes activate Renegade abilities instead. Oh, Starforge PC. Echo of Domineering. Fix an issue where Echo Domineering was not increasing the weapon stat on activation. Grapple Tangles. Fix an issue where Grapple Tangles could be used to unintentionally cancel some ability animations. Fix an issue where instantly canceling a free grapple from a Grapple Tangle could refund non-grapple grenade energy. Titan Ballistic Slam. Fix an issue where Ballistic Slam was giving bolt charge on activation without hitting enemies. Oh, really? How many bolt charge stacks? Hunter Mobius Quiver. Mobius Quiver buff is now removed as super is interrupted. Wait, what? Hold up. Can you still use your bow in between shots? Oh, there was a cheese. Okay. But you could still use your bow. Yeah, because that would completely remove exactly what they added at the beginning of Renegades if they were to remove that. Combination Blow. Fix an issue where Combination Blow is not working correctly in PvP. Gunpowder Gamble. Fix an issue where shooting Gunpowder Gamble's dynamite to detonate. It did not count as grenade damage and wasn't scaling with perks and stats. Wow. So it's supposed to even be better? Interesting. Warlock Lightning Surge. Fix an issue where Lightning Surge is giving bolt charge on activation without hitting enemies. Fix an issue where the aspect description did not mention that it applies amplified on casts. Healing Rift, Empowering Rift. Fix an issue where the cast animation can be canceled by swapping weapons and emoting. Seasonal Artifact. Fix an issue where the Kinetic Synthesis Artifact perk would not grant ammo to No Land Beyond. Fix an issue where new gear armor was not providing the correct amount of bonus damage resistance. Now, power and progression. Gear items earned from playing the Edge of Fate can now drop above 300 power. Collections. Fix an issue where the Sciaturna Pulse Rifle was sorted in the wrong category. Orders. Fix an issue where players with returner gifts could become blocked from claiming additional order rewards. Now, player identity and expression. The collections entry for the Death's Majesty Warlock set will now point to the Warlock items rather than the Hunter items. The icons for Episode Revenant Eververse sets and the Optica Lion Helm will again appear in the collections regardless of ownership state. Change the name of the Pied Piper emote released with the Edge of Fate to Sweet Serenade to limit the confusion with an earlier emote also named Pied Piper. The special audio for the Exquisite Weapon Helmet will now also be present for all Darcy's weapon ornaments. All right. Is this pretty much it? Yeah. A lot of just fixes. Okay. All right. It's an Eververse this week. Shaders. Okay. A Sparrow. Oh. A Helm. Oh. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good ornament. No, that's a pretty fire ornament. A ship, a sparrow, a ghost shell, some shaders as well. Oh. Oh. All right. Again, it's Arms Week this week. We'll probably have a guide on it for those that are interested. Right now, though, I'm being told there's a reason to do Warlord's Ruin. Is it just standard? Chad, how do I... Is there not like a thing in game that says, hey, you're going to get an emblem for this? It's a triumph. Would it be under... What's it under? Legend? There it is. Complete the Warlord's Ruin dungeon with fire team using only swords, bows, and glaives. Final blows with any other weapon will fail this challenge. Oh, with a fire team? So you don't have to do it solo? What? You fuckers made me quit Highgarden for this shit. You make me come back in here to load this goddamn game up. The emblem is solo. I'm gonna be honest. You know a big reason why I'm not playing Destiny right now? I can't keep everything, dude. I'm already out of space. Nothing makes me quit Destiny faster than not being able to keep shit. If I can't keep it, what's the point? What's the point to any of this? All right, let us go do the solo run.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.